Life is precious and it's important to make the most of every moment. But sometimes, we get caught up in the little things and worry about things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Here are 28 little things that we often stress over but really don't need to. We will explore why it's okay to let go of these things and focus on what really matters. So sit back, relax, and let's go over some things that you can start letting go of right now. 1. Being right all the time. We all have a natural tendency to want to be right, but being obsessed with it can lead to conflict and disagreements with others, which prevent us from experiencing the joy of life. Instead of getting caught up in being right all the time, try to approach situations with an open mind and a willingness to listen to others' perspectives. By practicing empathy, understanding, and compromise, we can resolve conflicts and maintain positive relationships with others. So, let go of the need to be right all the time and focus on living a happy and fulfilling life. By doing so, you'll experience more joy in your everyday life and your relationships with others will be stronger. 2. Getting angry over small things. Getting angry over small things can be a common and normal reaction, but holding on to anger and frustration over small things can prevent us from experiencing the joy and beauty of life. Instead of getting caught up in minor setbacks and frustrations, try to ask yourself if getting angry over this particular thing is worth losing your peace of mind. By practicing patience, understanding, and empathy, we can diffuse anger and maintain a positive outlook on life. So, let go of the small things that make you angry and focus on living a happy and fulfilling life. 3. Holding grudges for too long. Holding grudges can be tempting, especially when someone has wronged us or hurt us in some way. But holding on to grudges only causes us to carry negative emotions and thoughts with us, which can weigh us down and prevent us from experiencing happiness and peace. Try to practice forgiveness and letting go of the past. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning someone's actions or forgetting about what happened, but it means releasing the negative emotions and thoughts associated with it. By letting go of grudges, we free ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment and make room for positive emotions and relationships. By doing so, you'll feel lighter, freer, and more at peace. 4. Being nice to people who aren't nice to you. Life is a precious gift, and we don't have an unlimited amount of time to spend here. With this in mind, it's important to focus on spreading joy, kindness, and positivity in our interactions with others. However, sometimes we may encounter people who aren't as kind or considerate towards us. It can be tempting to respond in kind and let negativity take over. But remember, life is short, and it's not worth wasting time and energy on those who don't treat us well. Instead, concentrate on being the best version of yourself and spreading happiness wherever you go. Be nice to everyone, regardless of how they treat you. You never know what someone may be going through, and your kindness could be exactly what they need to turn their day around. 5. Being single. Being single can sometimes make us feel like we're missing out on something, especially in a world that often puts a lot of emphasis on being in a relationship. But being single is a wonderful opportunity to get to know yourself better and pursue your own interests and passions. You have the freedom to focus on your own goals and aspirations without having to consider anyone else's needs or wants. And when the time is right, you'll attract the right person into your life. So, instead of worrying about being single, embrace it and enjoy the unique experiences and opportunities that come with it. You never know where life will take you, and being single now might just be the best thing that ever happened to you. 6. Trying to please everyone. Trying to please everyone can be an exhausting and never-ending task. We all have different opinions, tastes, and preferences, and it's impossible to make everyone happy all the time. Instead of trying to please everyone, try to please yourself by doing things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Be true to yourself and follow your own passions and interests. You don't have to compromise your values or beliefs to make others happy. Of course, it's important to be considerate and respectful of others, but at the end of the day, you are the one who has to live with your decisions and choices. So, let go of the pressure to please everyone and focus on being the best version of yourself. You'll find that by being true to yourself, you'll attract like-minded people into your life, and you'll be happier and more fulfilled as a result. 7. Gaining weight or losing weight. Worrying about our weight can consume a lot of our time and energy. Whether we're trying to gain weight or lose weight, it's easy to become fixated on the number on the scale and forget the bigger picture. But our worth as a person goes far beyond our physical appearance. It's more important to focus on our overall health and well-being, both physically and mentally. By taking care of ourselves through exercise, healthy eating, and self-care, we'll naturally find the weight that's right for us. So, instead of stressing about our weight, let's focus on living a happy and healthy life and cherishing every moment. We only have one life to live, and it's up to us to make the most of it. 8. What other people think of you. It's natural to want to be liked and accepted by others, but worrying about what others think of us can be a major source of stress and anxiety. The truth is, we can't control what others think of us, and trying to do so is an endless and futile task. Instead, let's focus on being the best version of ourselves. When we're true to ourselves, we radiate confidence and positivity, and people are naturally drawn to that. So, let go of the worry and stress about what others think of you and focus on living a happy and fulfilling life. 9. Trying to change people and things around you. It can be tempting to try and change people and things around us to fit our expectations, but constantly trying to change others and our environment can lead to frustration and disappointment, as we can never truly control the actions and decisions of others. Instead of trying to change others, try to focus on changing yourself and your own perspective. By practicing self-reflection, growth, and self-improvement, we can become the best version of ourselves and find peace and happiness within ourselves. You'll find that by doing so, you'll experience more joy, peace, and happiness in your life, and others will naturally be drawn to your positive energy and attitude. 10. Working hard to impress others. Working hard to impress others can be a natural desire, but constantly striving to impress others can lead to burnout, stress, and a lack of fulfillment in life. Instead of working hard to impress others, try to focus on doing work that brings you joy and fulfillment. By pursuing your passions and doing what you love, you'll naturally impress others with your passion and dedication. So, let go of the worry about impressing others and focus on doing work that makes you happy. By doing so, you'll inspire others to do the same. 11. Whether or not the person you have a crush on likes you back. Having a crush on someone can be a wonderful experience, but it can also be nerve-wracking to wonder if they feel the same way. Worrying about whether or not the person you have a crush on likes you back can be a waste of time and energy, as we can never truly know what someone else is thinking or feeling. Instead, try to pursue your passions, spending time with friends and family, and doing things that bring you joy. You'll naturally attract positive experiences and relationships into your life. You'll find that by doing so, you'll experience more joy, peace, and happiness, and the right person will come into your life at the right time. 12. Gossiping about other people. Gossiping about others can be tempting, but talking behind others' backs can not only harm their reputation, but it can also lower our own self-esteem and sense of morality. Instead of gossiping, try to focus on spreading positivity and kindness wherever you go. By being a good listener, offering support and encouragement to others, and focusing on the good in people, you'll naturally attract positive experiences and relationships into your life. You'll find that by doing so, you'll experience more joy, peace, and happiness, and you'll have a positive impact on the lives of others as well. 13. Getting angry about traffic. Getting stuck in traffic can be frustrating, but getting angry about it can only add to the stress and negativity of the situation. Instead of getting angry, try to listen to music, practice mindfulness, or use the time to reflect and plan. By focusing on the positive and taking advantage of the time, you'll naturally attract more positive experiences into your life. By doing so, you'll experience more joy, peace, and happiness, even in the midst of a traffic jam. 14. Spending too much time working and not enough time pursuing your passions and dreams. Working hard is important, but it's equally important to pursue our passions and dreams. Life is short, and it's important to make the most of every moment. If we spend too much time working, we might find that our days have passed us by and we have missed out on the things that truly bring us happiness and fulfillment. So, try to find a balance between work and play. Make time for the things that bring you joy, whether it's traveling, hobbies, or spending time with loved ones. By doing so, you'll experience more joy, peace, and happiness in your life, and you'll be able to look back on your life with no regrets. 15. Letting the small stuff ruin your mood. It's easy to let the small stuff ruin our mood, but getting upset about small things can not only take away from our happiness in the present moment, but it can also lead to negative patterns and a cycle of stress and anxiety. Instead of letting the small stuff ruin your mood, try to focus on the bigger picture and practice gratitude. By focusing on the good in our lives and what we're thankful for, we'll naturally attract more positivity and joy into our lives. So, let go of the worry about letting the small stuff ruin your mood and focus on finding joy and positivity in every moment. 16. How others spend their time, money, or life decisions. It's none of your business. It can be tempting to worry about how others spend their time, money, or make life decisions, but it's important to remember that it's none of our business. Everyone has their own journey and we should respect their choices and decisions, even if they differ from our own. Worrying about what others are doing only adds to our stress and takes away from our happiness in the present moment. We should focus on our own lives and make the most of every moment. By doing so, we'll naturally attract more joy into our lives. 17. Believing you have to have the perfect life, job, partner, or friends to be happy. It's easy to believe that we need to have the perfect life, job, partner, friends, etc. to be happy, but the pursuit of perfection can only lead to disappointment and stress, taking away from our happiness in the present moment. It's okay to have aspirations and goals, but it's also important to be mindful of our thoughts and attitudes and not let them control us. So, let go of the worry about having the perfect life and focus on finding joy and peace in your own life, just as it is. You'll find that by doing so, you'll experience more happiness, positivity, and a sense of calm, even in the face of challenges and imperfections. 18. Feeling like you're not good enough unless you're constantly moving or doing something. It's common to feel like we need to be constantly moving or doing something to be productive, but constantly pushing ourselves to be on the go can lead to feelings of burnout and stress, taking away from our happiness in the present moment. It's okay to take a break and do something for yourself, whether it's reading a book, taking a walk, or simply sitting and enjoying the peace and quiet. By giving ourselves time to rest and recharge, we'll be better equipped to handle life's challenges and enjoy our lives to the fullest. You'll find that by doing so, you'll experience more happiness, positivity, and a sense of calm, even in the face of challenges and obstacles. 19. Worrying about what if. It's natural to have worries and concerns, but what if thinking can often lead to unnecessary stress and anxiety. The truth is, we can only control the present moment and can't predict what the future holds. Worrying about what if scenarios takes us away from enjoying the present moment and can cause us to miss out on all the beauty and joy that life has to offer. Instead of worrying about the unknown, it's important to focus on what we can control and find peace and happiness in the present moment. Life is short and it's important to make the most of it by living in the present and embracing every experience with positivity and joy. So, let go of the worry about what if and focus on the present moment. You'll find that by doing so, you'll experience more happiness, positivity, and a sense of calm, even in the face of challenges and uncertainties. 20. Disappointing people. It's easy to feel the pressure to please everyone and make everyone happy, but the truth is, it's simply not possible. At some point, you may disappoint someone, whether intentionally or unintentionally. However, it's important to remember that life is short and it's not worth letting the fear of disappointing others take over your life and cause unnecessary stress and anxiety. Instead, focus on being true to yourself and doing what makes you happy and fulfilled. By doing so, you'll be able to live a life that is authentic and meaningful to you. Life is too short to be bogged down by worries about disappointing others. 21. Comparing yourself to others over and over again. It's easy to get caught up in comparing ourselves to others, but the reality is, it's a never-ending cycle that can lead to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. The truth is, we all have our own unique journey in life and what works for one person may not work for another. Instead of constantly comparing ourselves to others, let's focus on our own personal growth and progress. Life is short and precious, so let's make the most of it by embracing our individuality and focusing on our own goals and aspirations. By doing so, we can live a life filled with joy, fulfillment, and contentment, rather than constantly feeling inadequate or lacking in comparison to others. So, don't waste your time comparing yourself to others, and instead, focus on being the best version of yourself and living life to the fullest. 22. Watching reality TV. While watching reality TV can be a fun way to unwind and escape reality, it's important to remember that life is short and there are so many other things to explore and experience. Instead of spending countless hours in front of the screen, why not try a new hobby or take up a new activity? Whether it's learning a new skill, volunteering in your community, or simply spending time with loved ones, there are so many opportunities to make meaningful connections and memories. Life is meant to be lived and experienced, not just watched from the sidelines. So, let's put down the remote and start embracing all that life has to offer. Who knows what adventures await? 23. Stressing over what you cannot control. It's easy to get caught up in the worries and anxieties of life, especially when we feel like we don't have control over a certain situation. But it's important to remember that life is short and we don't want to waste our precious time stressing about things we can't change. Instead of focusing on what we can't control, let's concentrate on what we can. Whether it's taking care of our physical and mental health, investing in meaningful relationships, or pursuing our passions, there are so many things that bring joy and fulfillment to our lives. So, let's take a deep breath and embrace the things we can control. After all, life is meant to be enjoyed, not spent constantly worrying about what we can't change. 24. Worrying about the past. Life is too precious and short to spend too much time worrying about the past. It's important to remember that what has already happened cannot be changed, and it's best to focus on the present and future. By letting go of the past, you can make room for new experiences and growth. So instead of dwelling on what's already happened, let's make the most of each moment and create wonderful memories for the future. 25. People who play the blame game. It's always important to take care of yourself, and that includes not letting other people's negativity and blame get to you. Instead of getting caught up in someone else's drama and the blame game, focus on what makes you happy and brings positivity into your life. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and don't let others bring you down. So, take a deep breath and let go of any worries about people who play the blame game. Focus on what you can control and make the most of every moment. 26. Expecting perfection. There's no need to put so much pressure on yourself to be perfect. Life is precious and it goes by so quickly, so it's important to focus on what really matters and enjoy the ride. Perfection is an unattainable goal, and trying to reach it can lead to disappointment and stress. Instead, embrace your imperfections, celebrate your unique qualities, and appreciate the little moments that make life so special. 27. Toxic friendships and relationships. It's important to remember that life is too short to hold on to toxic friendships and relationships that bring negativity and stress into our lives. Surrounding ourselves with positivity and love can greatly enhance our overall well-being and happiness. So, don't waste your precious time on toxic relationships, let them go and make room for healthier, more fulfilling ones. Life is too short to hold on to things that bring us down. 28. Not taking risks, not trying new things. Life is precious and too short to waste on worrying about taking risks and trying new things. Don't let the fear of the unknown hold you back from exploring new opportunities and experiences. Remember, taking risks and stepping outside of your comfort zone can lead to growth, learning, and sometimes even the greatest adventures of your life. So go ahead and embrace the thrill of trying something new, because life is all about living it to the fullest. So, in conclusion, there are many little things in our lives that we can easily get bogged down by. But it's important to remember that life is short and it goes by quickly, and we shouldn't waste our time and energy on worries and stress. Worrying about the little things takes up valuable time and energy that could be spent on things that truly matter. So, let's take a step back, let go of the things that don't matter and focus on what brings us joy and happiness. After all, we only have one life to live, let's make the most of it. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to like, share, then subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.